Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 10th going to the 16th of April. I'm going to dive straight into it and see what's going on for you guys, okay? Let's have a little look and see. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you have no idea what the next step is, do you? It's kind of like you may have a thought process of it, but it seems like things are a little bit ambiguous. And I'm only saying that because 3 cards jumped out, which is the amount I like to take anyway, so the universe knew that. But only one of them was kind of showing itself, and then the other 2 were ambiguous moving forward, so they were upside down, you know. So you couldn't even see. And it's ironic because the card I could see was the here and now. So it's about being in the present, not worrying about the past and what happened to you as much as it may have been a big, influence in your life. It's about knowing and understanding that you've moved away from that. You're in a current position where you are maybe in a better position in the past, or at least you're in a position you need to be in the present moment, okay? In the future, we want things to be better, of course. I think humans are always wired that way. We always want more. We always want better things. But they're asking you to stay present. And interestingly enough, there is a reason behind it, of course. I mean, opportunities is what we find in the present moment. If we are lingering in the past or the future here, we're going to miss the door when it opens. So it's kind of like a divine timing thing. They're wanting you to be present so that you see something, but also because they want you to do something. It feels like in this present moment, you might be neglecting opportunities by procrastinating, by focusing on the past and what could have been, and what you went through, if it's negative, or maybe you were in a better position in the past and you're like, well, I wish I was back in this moment. Or maybe you're thinking about the future and I wish I was here already. It just feels so far away. There's a lot of thoughts that can come up when we're focusing on these things. However, they are just an illusion in our mind. The past has already happened, already been and gone. Now it's lingering in our mind and stopping us from being present, and the future is just the same. It's not even happened yet. And it's good to have these things. It's great to reflect when we need to, because it can help us learn, help us evolve, help us grow, help us understand our power and what we've been through and how it influences us today. And it's amazing to think about our goals, but Spirit wants you to focus on yourself this week and focus on your present moment. Things were worse. Things could be better, but you have what you have right now. Now, what can we do with this? I do think there is a strong focus on your routines. Maybe you have a bit of a backlog of responsibilities you have to catch up to, laundry, cleaning, whether it's work situations or some things you're not happy with in the present, because I am picking up that you're not happy in your present moment. It feels like there's a little bit of clutter going on. So this is a good time of decluttering. This is a good time of clearing things up. But this is also inside of you. When we are present in this moment and not thinking about, what's happened, and not thinking about what you want and desire in the future, what could happen, it's really about paying attention to the thoughts that you have in this present moment, and are they really serving you? Are the people that you have around you, or the people that you're thinking about, do they have a good impact on you? Do they make you feel good about your life in general in this present moment? Because it does feel like there's something that needs to be cleared up here. And it does feel like from this kind of internal work that you're going to be doing, this is where something is going to change, which is a good thing. But it feels like we have to let go of something that we've been holding on to for a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to pull cards out and I'm going to show you the cards that came through. Very strong significance on 2 and 1, or 1 and 2, okay? 12 or 21. Or what happened in 2021. All right, please, Tarot, let's come through, please, for Sagittarius in the week of the 10th to the 16th. Okay, very nice. I like that. For Sagittarius. Ooh, I like that too. Just clarify. Oh, you've been through some hell. That's what it feels like. I was going to say some S-words, I was going to swear. YouTube is not allowing these things anymore. But you've definitely walked away from something very toxic. And I just want to say I'm proud of you for that. Don't ever, forget the things you've been through. I think sometimes your life and the things that are going to happen in the future can really make you forget about how much difficulty you've been through and how much you've overcome. So you have the devil and the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, and it came out this way. So walking away from that devil energy, moving away from bad habits, addictions, maybe of you, or maybe people who had addictions, or people who are just low vibe, low energy, or anything that may have caused you to have a low vibe and low energy. You've walked away from this. You gave up something that at the time you were kind of addicted to or obsessed with. If it's a person, if it's a thing, whatever it may be, it's something that we are so like drawn to. It has a chain on us with that devil energy, okay? Something that was very hard for you to give up. You are giving it up, or you have already given it up. So you're already on the path of forward movement. But sometimes, especially for Sagittariuses, I have to remember who I'm reading for. This energy is amazing for me as a reader from what I can see in your current energy, but you might not like it too much. Only because it's slow moving, and I think Sagittariuses just want to be where they want to be already. But this is again really highlighting the overall message we have for you of understanding that you're in a good position right now. It may not look the way you want it to look, and it may not be where you want it to be financially, career-wise, because the Knight of Pentacles is still a journey. You're still moving. Don't forget that you're not in a, it feels like you're stuck, I understand that, but the present is just happening. It's unfolding as we're living in it. So it's moving, and you're moving, okay? But it may feel slow, and it may feel very strenuous. The Knight of Pentacles is really needing to be methodical, needing to be strategic, you know, planning for the long term, not just short-term gains. You're having to put in that work and effort, and that can be very tiresome. But this is saying that you're learning as you go. You are planting the seeds as you go. So that's something to be very proud of here. The initial hate is coming through, and this could be a location, it could be a thing, person, whatever, company, name, whatever, I don't know. Like it just, location, whatever it be, is coming up a few times for me. Some of you could be investing in new things or just investing in yourself, and this is something that's going to pay off for you. So where you are currently, I'm getting from, based on this energy, that you're not so happy exactly with it, but it is better than what we moved away from, which is this devil energy with the Eight of Cups. And actually underneath that, it's very interesting, you're the Two of I love this. This is exactly what's unfolding for you. You're the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Now this is where you want to be. You want to have those finances. You want to be high up in that career. You want to be in a good, stable career that you feel very safe in. King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. It's a very comfortable, very luxurious energy here, where you have the possessions that you desire, where you have the money and the safety that money and financial stability can give to you. You want to have that kind of luxury to be able to give to others also, and have that legacy, and to feel comfortable and stable. Which is probably why you're not quite liking, and I can pick up on it, this Knight of Pentacles, because you just want to sit down. Like, I just get this energy of, I just want to be there already, in this energy where I don't have to worry about, you know, where I'm putting my money. I want to be able to have enough to put it in, you know, wherever I want it, and spend it on wherever I want it, all your time and energy. The Pentacles are not just financial, they are also to do with what's valuable to you. So if it's your time, if it's your health, if it's just anything, you know, you are on the path and journey where you're learning about how to get here. But I feel like this is where they're really asking you to focus on what are you doing now to contribute towards that goal that you have. Because you can have this goal and of this amazing health, but if we're not really taking that time to pay attention to what's going on, and to look after yourself, to speak to the right people, to focus on that diet, to routine, whatever it is, then it's going to take longer to get to this position. Now, one thing I want to say is you are in the path though. And again, I think you have given up some things that were bad for you. So you are moving forward. So this is good. We have a lot of this yellow energy as well, which is really, really good energy for this. It's about happiness, and it is about growth. You know, it's like a golden energy that's surrounding you this week. So Two of Wands, looking at the King of Pentacles. Right in this moment, again, we have something that's already kind of been the past. We've already been there, done that. You now have the future here, as you can see, and the world in your hands, which is about understanding that you can do anything you want to do. The world is your oyster here. We have to really pay attention and focus on how are we going to get there, and what are we doing currently to get there. So yeah, they are asking you to be a bit methodical, not to just focus on the future. That's necessary, and so is the past. What did not work out for you, and what are you going to do moving forward? But it does happen mostly in the present. As a Virgo, I like to build plans, but what good is a plan if you're not going to do it? You're never going to get where you want to be if you're not actually taking action. So you do have the Clean It Up card coming through as your ambiguous oracle deck, okay, that came out for you. This is a card of responsibility. This is a card of, by the way, again, I'm proud of you. Everything you've done already is incredible. So take your time. There's no need to rush this, but there is some work ahead of you within the next few weeks. The Clean It Up card is, again, responsibility. What do we need to clear out of our life? Even if it wasn't our fault, even if it wasn't something that we created, how is this impacting you still? Because that is your responsibility, unfortunately, which is sad, but that is just how the world works. Is even if people can traumatize you, and then you have to deal with that trauma and try to find a way of healing it. If you sit there and blame other people, which completely understand, I really do understand, but that is not going to help you to grow, and that is going to be the thing that makes you suffer even more, is just living in that. But if we take that responsibility and go, okay, this person will never apologize or can never take back what they have done, but I'm responsible for moving away from this and not allowing this to rule my life. That's your responsibility. And it's really tough, and I want you to cry. Like, if you are feeling that you want to cry, then please cry, because this stuff is hard, and it is a little bit unfair. But the great thing is that we are in control of it, because if it wasn't someone else's control, can you only imagine how messed up life would be? I think it's a better thing that we're responsible for how we can overcome and grow, because it gives us the power back into our lives. And if it was other people, so there are some bad people in the world, and if you imagine if they could just control whether you live in suffering for the rest of your life, that's horrible, So pick yourself up, Sagittarius, and get things done, okay? You can do it. We then have a change in the wind, which I do want to look into. I kind of feel like you're going to come across something unexpected, actually. Whether it's just a very impulsive jump, leap you decide to take, or whether you just come across this on your path and decide to change things up a little bit. I do actually see that you're going to come across a love interest, or you're going to find something that you really, really love and enjoy. This does bring about this, I just kind of want to sing a song, like in the movies or Disney movies, where it's just something happens and it's just this vibrant energy just comes through to you, because there is love and joy that's going to come in. I'm going to clarify what this is, though. Whether it's love that you wanted, it kind of feels like it's on this journey of where you're doing good for yourself, Sagittarius. You are showing up here, dealing with those emotions, because some of you have been through a lot. Look at this. A lot of disappointment, a lot of anxiety, a lot of feeling stuck, feeling like feeling like things are outside of your control with the Eight of Swords, feeling disappointed with the things that have happened and disappointed you. It's really asking you to address those emotions and to be patient with yourself whilst doing it. This is shadow work. It's the moon energy, betrayal, not being able to trust people, having a lot of people feeding you nonsense, Emotions can be very loud. The moon card is a very loud card for me. But the temperance is about little by little, we can learn to balance and understand why these emotions are still here. We can address them. And my biggest thing that I like to do, and like to tell others to do also, Sagittarius, is talk your way through these emotions as if, you're in this evolved state. When you look at things from a high perspective and go, okay, I know and understand why I feel like this. This was a situation that was very painful. This did cause mistrust, whatever, whatever you're going through. Acknowledge your feelings, verbally acknowledge them, whether it's in your head or out loud to yourself, but then also give yourself that, not just conclusion, but something that you can focus on that's a better perspective. Okay, this did happen. This did make me feel this way. This did make me make these decisions, whatever. However, right here, right now, I'm in this position of where I can still choose myself. I can still move on despite this. I can still find that power, do these things. This person said this to me, but I know I'm worthy, and I know this person was going through something and doesn't validate what they were doing. However, I can move forward, and I know my worth, and it just means this person's not supposed to be in my life. You know what I mean? Verbalize it to yourself, because it can really, really elevate this energy. Let's clarify this change in the wind. We have a lot of success coming through. Look at this. You come out the wall successfully. These conflicting thoughts, this conflicting situation where you felt stuck, where you felt round and round, where you felt in conflict with others, in conflict with life. This is where you're finally being on that high horse, where you're finally learning the lessons, where you're finally claiming victory over the things that have happened to you, the people who have hurt you, and you are going to gain this audience. You are going to gain the right people who are here to support you. And maybe this is what you're jumping into. You're going to find a community or soul tribe, maybe a love interest here, who is really going to pick you up and put you on the high horse and give you the validation that you deserve. But first, we have to give that to ourselves. You have to believe you're worthy of something here to be able to get it. We have the Two of Cups, so some of you are going to come across love. You are going to come across love, but we need to get rid of those negative voices in our head that are saying, but this person may do something, they may cheat on me, they may lie to me, they may hurt me. If you see signs, you have the power to walk away from it, okay? And you have to believe that you do. But this feels amazing. The change in the wind card, can we clarify this? Interesting combination. Because we go from this Five of Cups, which is disappointment, which we've been in, then we have this news, an announcement, and we have the King of Wands. So this kind of feels like the change in the wind could be from some sort of message or announcement that's going to bring in a King of Wands. This could be you, by the way, where you are going to be in this authoritative position. And maybe this is something that you never thought you were capable of doing. This is the change in the wind. When you clear this internal stuff that has been surrounding you, when you clear up the stuff you've been needing to clear up, when you step up and take lead in your life, I do believe you're going to be a leader. And if you are looking at me now and going, no way, like I don't feel like I'm worthy of it, I don't think I can, that's this Five of Cups energy. There's some emotions that need to be addressed, because the King of Wands is kind of this surprise. And this is for you. It feels like you're actually going to be in a leadership position, a boss position, this king position here. It's some sort of authority. I think you're going to surprise yourself, but it's only through this work that you're doing. Yeah. It feels like you're going to sign a contract here to create your own business, maybe to be in the spotlight for some of you. This is going to bring in a lot of happiness. Ace of Wands with the Justice card. This is your justice. But this is a contract and a new beginning. It's going to plant the seeds here to build the foundation for something amazing. Collaboration with people coming through. And this is where the sun is coming through. And the Ten of Cups. So happiness, rainbow, growth, expansion. It's all coming away, but it's going to be a surprise. But it's only when you clear the path and all those insecurities and all those thoughts, feelings, and all the backlog of things that we had to do, it helps us be more focused in the present. We start to see things clearly around us and opportunities. And I really believe you're going to really believe in yourself enough to jump into something that you realize you actually love and have always loved. And it was just clouded by the wrong people, the wrong environments, you know, the wrong thought process. That feels like that's the surprise for you, Sagittarius. Oh, I want to pull the Tea Leaf Tarot for you. Sorry for repeating myself, but I like to make sure I also understand the message and that you see it, because I'm kind of going, yeah. By the way, I did mention health here, and it was just kind of a coincidence with an example, but the cane here is saying pay attention to your health, okay? Go to the doctors, speak to some professionals if you're feeling like something is wrong. Some of you may need to just get some checkups here just to check it out, you know, like there's nothing wrong with that. And of course, it's going to help you. It's going to help you in the end. Yeah, we have a man here and heartache over what you no longer have. I think that there is still some pain over somebody here who broke your heart. But we have eagle coming through, which is triumph over troubles and obstacles. All right. Yeah, they kind of want me to say, though, like some traumas do come in the form of health problems. So just maybe look into that. We have pig, beware of greed. Again, this could be somebody coming through. That's interesting. Now, the skull can sometimes be looked as a bad thing, but it just feels like something is going to come to light here. A distant friend is thinking of you. Hidden secrets can harm you. I don't like it when it says that, because I don't. There's some cards in here that I'm like, okay, maybe that's a bit too much. I feel like somebody who's not expressing or speaking is thinking of you. All right, that's all it says with the skull. This may be someone that you've already walked away from. There's someone that you've already disconnected from. They could be thinking about you at this time and wanting to reconcile. but we have victory, which is very lovely to see. Okay, anything else? I kind of want more. We have you need to defend yourself. That did just come up underneath that dog here with the skull. Okay, you need to defend yourself from this person. We have unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Broken bridge means that you guys fell out, whoever this person is. I'm kind of picking up maybe it is that male person here, so it could be an old friend or it could be an old lover, you know, someone who really kind of caused some distrust within you, maybe hid secrets from you, okay? They do want to reconcile, but I feel like this is where you need to defend yourself and keep that bridge broken, you know, don't mend that bridge with this person. They may be coming in very sincerely as a friend, you know, but it doesn't feel too good. It feels like you're deserving of much more. We have wealth coming through. All right, so that's good. Your wealth is going to be increasing. Make sure you're not giving it to people. We have a stubborn, aggressive person coming through. Interesting. You have be careful. Do not take risks. This feels like to do with your money. If anything is demanding your money from you, don't give it to them. It kind of feels like it's just not meant to be, almost. Oh, I was supposed to pick this card up, okay. And don't take risks with people who are stubborn and aggressive, okay. You have 2 cards coming through. You have vulture spirit coming through for you. Nothing is wasted. Even the worst of situations that felt like, you know, it left you with nothing, something can be learned from this, okay? Nothing is wasted. We can always use whatever from a situation. We can always use whatever we still have. The koala spirit is saying spirit has a plan, and the fire signs are really getting this spiritual support from the universe. Actually, all of your messages are kind of saying that, where you're being guided, you're being looked after, and you do have victory and triumph and, you know, wealth coming through. So really amazing things. Just pay attention to your surroundings and clear the energy around you when it comes down to certain people. Could be impacting you a little bit. If you're around negative people, you're more likely going to see more negativity in your life, you know, and feel more negative. So just pay attention. Okay? Well, Sagittarius, I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I will see you guys next time, okay?